As the sun began to set over the quaint little town of Willow Creek, a young girl named Lily made her way home from school. Her steps were light, and her thoughts were filled with dreams of a future far beyond the borders of her tiny hometown. But as she turned the corner onto Maple Street, she felt a chill run down her spine. A shadowy figure was lurking in the distance, watching her every move. Lily's heart began to race as she quickened her pace, but the figure followed, getting closer and closer with each step. She broke into a sprint, her backpack bouncing against her back, but it was too late. The figure tackled her from behind, clamping a hand over her mouth to stifle her screams. The next thing Lily knew, she was thrown into a van that screeched away from the familiar streets of Willow Creek. She was driven deep into the woods, to a secluded cabin tucked away from civilization. There, she was thrown into a dark, damp cellar, where her captor, a twisted, sadistic man, took pleasure in her terror. Days turned into weeks, and Lily was subjected to unspeakable horrors. Her captor would come into her cell every night, taunting her with his sick fantasies and inflicting unbearable pain. But despite all of the agony, Lily refused to give up hope. She knew that if she could just stay strong, she might be able to escape. One day, the door to her cell was left unlocked. Lily knew it was her chance to make a run for it. She crept up the stairs, trying to stay as quiet as possible. But just as she reached the top, her captor appeared out of nowhere, brandishing a large knife. Lily tried to fight back, but she was no match for the crazed man. He overpowered her, and before she knew it, the knife was piercing her flesh. Lily's screams echoed through the cabin, but nobody was there to hear them. She was alone, and she was dying. As she took her last breath, Lily thought of her family and all the things she would never get to experience. She thought of the life that had been taken from her and the horror that she had endured. And in that moment, she realized that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones that live among us.